breaking news alerts, overnight news, plus weather and traffic every 10 minutes. CBS 47 on your side this morning begins with breaking news.
Good Wednesday morning. I'm Zara Arboleta. It is 5 a.m. and we continue to monitor breaking news. That manhunt appears to have come to an end overnight in Southern California. Christopher Dorner, the suspected cop killer, may be dead. Jim Spellman joins us live from outside LAPD headquarters with the overnight developments.
A massive manhunt appears to be over after police corner a suspected killer in a California cabin. A charred body was found inside the debris of a Big Bear, California cabin late Tuesday. Authorities will have to wait to positively confirm the remains are that of Christopher Dorner, the former Los Angeles police officer turned alleged murderer.
It's difficult to identify the remains of someone in a building, and that could take days or possibly even weeks to do a DNA analysis or a forensic dental analysis, depending on the condition of the body.
A man matching Dorner's description was spotted driving in the area.
The warden who was in front noticed a white truck coming down, driving erratically at a pretty high rate of speed. Because he was drawn to this erratic behavior, he took a close look at the driver and recognized him as a suspect.
The wardens say Dorner fired on them before abandoning his car, carjacking another, then taking off into the woods and retreating to a cabin. As first responders moved in, 2 sheriff's deputies were shot. One later died.
All law enforcement agencies is a brotherhood, so this is a very difficult day, again, for law enforcement.
A SWAT team later stormed the cabin and smoke devices were detonated. Tuesday marked a fiery finale to a violent killing spree that began more than a week ago. Investigators say Dorner was out to avenge his firing from the Los Angeles police force by targeting officers and their families. On February 3rd, he allegedly gunned down the daughter of an officer involved in his termination hearing, along with the woman's fiancé. Last week, the fugitive fired on 4 police officers in 2 different encounters, killing one. Police say they will leave no stone unturned trying to find anyone who may have assisted Dorner as he fled from police. Reporting live from LAPD headquarters, I'm Jim Spellman. Back to you.
And we'll have more updates throughout the newscast. Right now, though, let's get a check of your weather forecast. For the first time in several days, no frost advisories, no fog advisories. Jenny Toasty standing by with your first look at Pinpoint Weather. Good morning.
Good morning, Zara. Good morning, everybody. Temperatures continue to climb today, so beautiful afternoon on the way, but still frosty in some areas this morning. So still, you might want to protect those pets, plants, and pipes just in case, especially if those plants are starting to bud. Let's take a look at our live Pinpoint Doppler, show you what's going on. Clear skies across our area, no clouds to worry about, but nothing to keep us insulated either. So we're down to 32 in Hanford, 33 in Lemoore, 34 in Porterville, 39 though in the city of Fresno and up in Los Banos this morning. So again, some patchy frost, but temperatures are generally similar to this time yesterday. By the afternoon though, the sunshine will warm us up. Day 2 of the World Ag Expo, temperatures there will be in the upper 30s at 8 o'clock, moving into the 50s by 10, upper 50s by noon with 64 for your high today. We'll see similar temperatures in Fresno as well. We'll check out the rest of your warming forecast in a couple of minutes.
2 Fresno men in custody this morning. They're accused, or 2 Fresno people accused of ripping off red box machines. Reuben Boyd and Sarah King apparently used stolen credit cards to do it, and investigators had been tracking them for months. They're charged with stealing $20,000 worth of movies and video games. Police found them trying to sell the stuff on Craigslist.
Well, they would take a piece of paper, photocopy the DVD or the game, they would place it back in, and as they would slide this back in the machine, as everybody goes and gets their $1.29 movie at Redbox, they slide it back into the machine read the copy.
Wow, police say the 2 are actually part of a bigger crew involved in drugs, guns, and identity theft. Also from Fresno police this morning, a robbery gone wrong for the bad guy. A man with a handgun demanded cash from the clerk at the Valero gas station on 1st and Olive. What he didn't count on was a second clerk who then attacked him.
A second employee came out from the back of the store somewhere, armed with a club, and struck the suspect. That forced the suspect to drop the handgun on the counter.
So the first clerk grabs the gun, the second one chases the guy out of the store. Turns out the gun is a fake, but the suspect is still out there. Another stark reminder to install carbon monoxide detectors in your home. A Fresno woman still in critical condition this morning, 2 men dead. They were poisoned after using a generator to power a warehouse they were staying in the Tower District. The woman almost died after checking on the 2 men yesterday morning.
You know, it's ironic, just 2 weeks ago we stood here at this very intersection and we gave a press conference on the importance of carbon monoxide alarms, and we donated some of those to people down the street. And you know, it's absolutely tragic that something like this has occurred. It's completely preventable.
The men were in their 40s and worked odd jobs in that warehouse, which had no carbon monoxide detectors. And a man in critical condition after a fire just yesterday is back home this morning. He had been living in a garage that caught fire near Olive and Peach. Firefighters still looking for what sparked it. New this morning, the Pope, with his first public appearance, is his resignation announcement earlier this week. He presided over Ash Wednesday services today, marking the official start of Lent. The service is usually held in a church on Rome's Adventin Hill, but was moved at the last minute to St. Peter's Basilica because of the huge lines of people. The Pope briefly spoke, saying he's stepping down at the end of this month for the good of the church. Meantime, Catholics everywhere are wondering who will replace him.
I'm from South America, I'm from Venezuela, and we hope to get a pope from another country.
I don't think it matters where they're from as long as they're open theologically to welcoming as many people into the church as possible.
The names of possible successors are now coming out. Cardinal Peter Turkson from Ghana may become the first black pope. Cardinal Leandro Sandri of Argentina, considered the top candidate from Latin America, which is home to 42% of the world's Catholics. And Italian Cardinal Angelo Scola is considered one of the strongest European candidates. 5:06 still to come. It is day 2 down in Tulare. We're live on your side at the World Ag Expo.
Hey ho! Hey ho!
Clean up in the Tower District. We'll take a look at Mardi Gras celebrations in Fresno.
I'm Alexis Christophorus. Get ready to pay more at the gas pump. And airlines lost less bags and arrived on time more often last year. That and more coming up in your CBS Money Watch.
The president lays out his second-term agenda before a deeply divided Congress. I'm Susan McGinnis in Washington. Coming up, highlights and reaction from the State of the Union address.
And here's a live look at your Fresno Skyview camera. As Jenny mentioned, it's quiet right now, but what can we expect weather-wise when we head to work or school? She's back in a moment.
Parenthood, the biggest joy two partners can share, but happiness can turn to fear in an instant. Thursday on CBS47, high-risk pregnancies impact thousands of families across the valley.
We're now seeing 640 patients a month.
Meet the doctors treating mothers and unborn babies.
We just are very thankful. We couldn't ask for better support.
CBS47's Evie Ramos is on your side, inside the medical facility specializing in complicated births and the families who benefit. Thursday at 11, only CBS47 on your side.
Handcrafted SAS shoes are America's comfort shoes, and you'll find the complete line at the SAS Shoe Store at Blackstone and Herndon. The SAS Shoe Store carries all the new styles and colors from size 4 to 15 with half sizes from slim to wide, and our expert staff will ensure you get a perfect fit. SAS shoes are recommended by podiatrists for people with diabetes or foot or back pain and fit most orthotics. Friendly service, comfortable atmosphere, and locally owned. The SAS Shoe Store at Blackstone and Herndon. Life's a journey. Wear comfortable shoes.
Next time you need to relax, escape the ordinary and take a vacation in Fresno County. Explore cultural activities, dine on cuisine from our farms to your table, and wake up refreshed and renewed in one of our many quality hotels. Tour award-winning wineries throughout the county and be part of the true California experience. Oh, and there's sports and attractions too. Get to know Fresno for the first time. Fresno, California's year-round playground. Go to playfresno.org and see what you've been missing.
Come to Robinson's Flooring and celebrate our historic President's Day sale. Like all, Stainmaster carpet, 25% off. And our luxurious Karastan carpet, that's every style, every color, additionally 25% off. Or what about our famous hand-scraped 5-inch distressed hardwood, now starting at $2.99 a foot, and all laminates 30% off. So something for everybody at our historic President's Day sale, going on now through February the 23rd. Robinson's Flooring, your friend in the business, or call us at 412-2900.
Now, your CBS 47 pinpoint weather forecast.
Good morning, everybody, and we're taking a look at some pictures sent in by one of our viewers. This is from Elisa Moran, who is down at the Ag Expo yesterday selling tickets at Gate 12, and she sent in this picture of the line of everybody waiting to get in. A very cool shot there. And then this was actually through the ticket booth little window where people can speak through, kind of looking at the horses outside. So she said that's her view for the next couple of days. So pretty cool shot there. Thanks to Lisa for sending in her pictures. Taking a look at our average temperature, that's 61 degrees, and yesterday we actually got up to 63, a little above average, and our overnight lows have crept up as well. In terms of rainfall, though, we are short a full third of our rainfall, short 2 1/3 inches, and typically with storms we'll get a 1/4 inch, maybe a 1/2 inch if it's a big storm. So we're talking 5 big storms that we need to really catch up at this point. We are seeing some patchy frost this morning, so a chilly morning. Grab a coat if you're headed out early, but then by the afternoon, make sure you dress in layers. In the sunshine, it's going to feel close to 70 today. And we do have a chance of rain by next Tuesday, of course, which we desperately need for now, though those clouds still getting pushed out of our area. So clear skies for chilly mornings and warmer afternoons. Right now we're at 36 degrees in Visalia. Some areas right around the dew point, which is 32. So we are seeing some frost this morning. If you have plants that are sensitive or starting to bud, you might want to protect those still. Temperatures for the afternoon in the low 60s for most areas, 64 in Fresno, up to 67 on the west side. Los Banos and Coalinga today will be in the upper 50s to low 60s for the foothills as well. 59 in Albury, 62 in Three Rivers, and for the mountains, mainly in the 50s, 48 up in China Peak, low 50s around Shaver, Yosemite Valley, 55 in Kings Canyon, and 37 degrees up in Sequoia National Park near Lodgepole. Air quality is moderate for most of the valley, good in Tulare, so you are allowed to burn wood. And our BOZ, let's see, mold count 8 out of 10, pollen also up. So if you've recently started feeling it could be the pollen count, juniper, alder, and pine are now in the air. So our 7-day forecast shows temperatures in the mid-60s tomorrow for your Valentine's Day, and the highs are taken. These readings are for in shade. So when you're in sunshine, it is warm outside. I was sweating yesterday working on my trees. 71 degrees by Saturday, so a gorgeous weekend, and then back to the low 60s next week with that slight chance of a shower. For the mountains, you're in the 50s for now, upper 50s to low 60s by the weekend, with 40s again next week with that chance of showers. Now let's check out our CBS 47 pinpoint traffic report presented by Bank of the West. A gorgeous commute so far. No major problems to report. Checking out the South Valley this morning. No fog. Lemoore, Hanford along the 99, the 43, 41, 99. Everything looking great this morning. A reminder, though, lots of traffic around the World Ag Expo. If you're going through the 99 in the Tulare area, you do want to watch out for that, especially exits for Avenue 184, Avenue 200, and Page. You're going to see a lot of backup there. You might want to park off-site. They have some satellite parking areas. You can also park at the Tulare outlets, take the free shuttle. Southbound 99 to Cartmill Oaks or northbound 99 to Hillman Prosperity to park there. Zara, back to you.
Thanks, Jenny. And Mike Scott will join us live from the Ag Expo in a bit. But first, here's your Money Watch, sponsored by Security First Bank.
General Electric is getting out of the television business completely. Comcast is buying GE's 49% stake in the NBC Universal joint venture for $16.7 billion. Comcast says it's buying the rest of the media company now instead of waiting a few years as planned because interest rates are low and the stock price is attractive. Comcast is also buying NBC's headquarters at 30 Rockefeller Plaza in New York and raising its annual dividend 20%. Comcast took control of NBC Universal in 2011. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is back above 14,000 following some mixed earnings reports. The Dow rose 47 points in the last session, but the Nasdaq dipped 5. The government is raising its forecast for gas prices this year. The Energy Information Administration predicts pump prices will average $3.55 a gallon in 2013, up 11 cents from its earlier forecast. Gas prices are averaging $3.61 a gallon nationwide. That's up 11% since mid-December. And U.S. airlines were less likely to lose your luggage last year than at any other point in the last 2 decades. The government says there were a little over 3 reports of lost, delayed, or damaged bags for every 1,000 passengers. Airlines also improved their on-time performance in 2012. Nearly 82% of all flights arrived within 15 minutes of their scheduled time. That's your Money Watch. For more, go to CBSMoneyWatch.com. In New York, I'm Alexis Christoforous.
514, 37 degrees. The home of the Whopper is also the home for a new line of gourmet coffee drinks.
No one who works full-time should have to live in poverty, and raise the federal minimum wage to $9 an hour.
calling for compromise on the economy. We'll take a look at some of the president's biggest points he made during his State of the Union address.
Oh, I miss those days as the years go by. Oh, nothing sweeter than summertime.
Wonder